All right. Hi, everybody. We've got the Phillies at the Pirates here for you today. Game one of this doubleheader. Pirates at 21-10, Phillies at 13-21. But as you'll recall, the Phillies have actually been kind of sneaky good this season. There's a strike in there to Murray Dixon. I'm sorry, to Del Ennis, and then he hits the next pitch over for a base hit. That will bring up Bill Nicholson here, runner on at first base. There's a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0 the count, and that is high. It's 2-0 here on Nicholson. That one misses, 3-0 the count on him. There's a Scrooge of the knees, 3-1, and that one's low just off the plate, and that's going to be a walk there for Dixon. Dixon is 4-2 on the year, 3.94 ERA. There's a ball now to Willie Jones, then a strike, 1-1 the count. That's high. It's 2-1 on Jones. And that's down for a hit just over the head of Stevens into right field, and Walker has to go over and play that one. That scores one, sends Nicholson over to third. That brings up Dick Sisler. I told you these Phillies were sneaky, not that great, but sneaky. There's a ball in there to Sisler and another ball, 2-0 the count on him. That's up high, 3-0 the count on Sisler, and there's a strike, 3-1. There's a little pop-up down the left field line. Kiner has that for the out, not deep enough to score the runner on third, so one away. And here now is Strat-O-Matic. And there's a shot over to third base, and Bachman has it. Goes over to Pascal at second base, back onto Stevens at first for the double play. The Pirates pull it, and that will send us right here to the bottom of the first inning. And here is Ralph Kiner. Kiner now hitting .339. He was close to .400 for a while. Takes a strike. Hits one deep to right center field, and that baby's gone. Home run for Ralph Kiner. He knew that was coming up. How many is that so far this season? He has hit 13 so far in the season. Here's Pete Castiglione, and there's a ball in there to Castiglione. Kiner has an outside chance of hitting 60 in 1949. 2-1 now, the count on Castiglione. Line to the left side foul. It's 2-2. That's foul back. Still 2-2. Kurt Simmons up there delivers. Ground ball over to Hamner. Granny has it. Throws to first for the out. One away. Here's Eddie Bachman. Simmons, 1.63 ERA and is 1-0 so far this season after 49 2/3 innings. There's a little ground ball over to the left side. Jones has it, the third baseman, who goes on to first for the out, 2 away. Simmons in real life was 4-10 with a 4.52 ERA, so he's pitching much better so far this season. Walker fouls off the first pitch and takes one high, 1-1 the count. There's another changeup up high, 2-1. That's on the corner, 2-2 the count on Dixie. Little ground ball over to the left side. Walker runs, and he's able to beat that one out. And that'll bring up Wally Westlake with the runner on at first base. 1-1 the score still, bottom of the first. There's a curveball that misses from Simmons. 1-0 the count. Throw to first, nothing doing. There's a curve in there this time for a strike. It's 1-1, and that one's hit deep to left center field. Westlake is going around and around. In comes the runner Walker, and Westlake is able to make it all the way to third with the triple. And that will bring up Ed Stevens with 2 outs, runner on at third base. First triple of the season for Westlake. And let's see if Stevens can send him home. There's a ball in there to Stevens and a strike. 1-1's the count. That's in the dirt. 2-1 on Stevens. And 3-1 as that one slipped out of Simmons' hands. And Stevens watching all the way, takes a ball forward. He takes a walk over to first. That'll bring up Clyde McCulloch here, who's in for Ed Fitzgerald, the normal catcher. McCulloch hits one deep to left field, but not quite deep enough. Ennis is able to go back and get that, and we go to the top of the second. Shortstop, Granny Hamner's up there for the Phillies. Takes the ball and then hits a ground ball over to the left side. The third baseman has that. Goes to first for the out, 1 away, and it's Richie Ashburn. He takes the strike, 0-1 the count, and then hits one, over to second base, Pascal, and he's playing too deep, goes to first, not in time. Ashburn makes it, will throw over to first, and nothing doing. Here's Putzi Caballero now, who takes a strike, 0-1 the count. There's another strike, it's 0-2 quickly in Caballero. And, Dixon goes after him and gets him. First strikeout of the game for Dixon, number 18 of the season for him. 1 away, and it's Kurt Simmons who takes a strike. Fouls one back. It's 0-2 on Simmons, and there's a grounder towards third base. Bachman has to go to first with it. Well, there's 2 outs, might as well, and that does it. We go to the bottom of the second. Here is Monty Pascal, the second baseman for the Pirates, who takes a strike and fouls one off. Kurt Simmons, like I said, 1.79 ERA, 24 strikeouts, 28 walks so far. There's another strike on Pascal, and a ball to him, 1-2 the count. That one just misses, 2-2 now the count on Simmons, and that's below. He swings and misses. That is Pascal does it, one below the knees. First strikeout of the game for Simmons, and here comes Murray Dixon, who swings and misses at a first pitch curveball this time. Takes the ball inside, 1-1 is the count. That's out of the strike zone, but Murray swings away and misses it. And there's a swing and a foul tip, and Lopata hangs on for the strikeout, 2 away. And here is Ralph Kiner, 731 slugging percentage, 13 home runs. Man, he's good. And there's a ball in there quickly, 1-0 the count. There's another ball, it's 2-0 on Ralph. There's a breaking ball high and outside, 3-0 the count on Kiner, and that's down and in, and that's ball 4. And Kiner knows how to get on base as well. Here comes Castiglione with the runner on at first. He swings and misses a 1 for a strike, and he hits one over to right field. That was a changeup that was didn't have much change on it. I'm sorry, to left field. Down the left field line is a double for Castiglione, and that will score Kiner from first. And the Pirates now have a 3-1 lead, trying to keep pace with the Giants. They came into this game 2.5 games out. Eddie Bachman gets an intentional walk. Interesting strategy. So they're going to pitch to Dixie Walker. Walker, 6 RBIs this season, 1 home run. And looks at the strike, 0-1 the count, and there's a ball. It's 1-1 on Dixie. That's on the outside edge. 1-2 is the count. That's inside, 2-2. There's the hanging curve, and that's popped up, so it works. And it's Jones, Willie Jones, third baseman, who has that for the out. We go to the top of the third. Del Ennis is up there. Ennis, of course, reached with the single early in the first inning, 2-0 the count. Early was the first batter. Ground ball over to Bachman, who throws to first for the out, 1 away. Top of the third, 3-1 Pirates. Here's Nicholson, who fouls 1 away, 0-1. That's a little bit low. 1-1 the count on Bill, and there's a ground ball. Right side, Pascal has it, throws over to first. Easy out, 2 away. Willie Jones is up there. And that pitch just misses, 1-0 the count. There's a borderline call there. They'll call that a strike, 1-1. That's outside, 2-1. There's ball 3, 3-1 the count of Jones. And there's the strike, full count now. And there's a roller. Dixon has that one and throws to first for the out, easy. We go to the bottom of the third. Wally Westlake comes up there now, and he takes a strike outside corner. And then that one misses low, 1-1 the count. And that's popped up, and Lopata has it for the out, 1 away. Ed Stevens is up again. Stevens takes a strike. Stevens, not many at-bats so far this season. 0-2 is the count on him quickly. Does have a home run. 0-2 still the count on Stevens. It's low and away for a ball, 1-2. And boy, that big sweeping curveball strikes him out. He swings and misses at that one, 2 away. And here's Kurt Simmons. So 3 balls, 3 walks, 3 strikes for Simmons. And his first pitch to McCulloch is pelted into center field for a quick base hit. Hit number 5 for the Pirates. That'll bring up Monty Pascal now with the runner on at first base. And there's a ball in there to Pascal early on, and that one is low again. 2-0 the count on Monty. That's way high. 3-0 is the count on Pascal. There's a strike in the inside corner. 3-1. We'll have him look again, and this is just inside for ball 4. That brings up Murray Dixon now. Runners on at first and second. There's a strike in there quickly to Dixon. That one's hit high, hard, and just fouled on the left field line. Dixon playing with power. And there's a pop-up over to first base. It's going to be Sisler who grabs that for the out. We go quickly to the top of the fourth. There's a ball in there to Dick Sisler, and there's a fly ball over to right field. Dixie Walker has that for the out, 1 away. Stan Lopata comes back in now, takes a ball, and then swings and misses the strike and chases another one. 1-2 is the count. Misses off the plate. It's 2-2, and that's popped up left side. Castiglione has that, the shortstop for the out, 2 away. Granny Hamner up there now, takes the ball outside and fouls one back, 1-1 the count. And that's inside on him, fouled away, 1-2. And there's a ground ball over the bag of third base. Bachman, he grabs that one, throws over to first, and gets his man. That's a good play out there by Eddie Bachman. And he saves a hit, maybe even saving a double, depending upon where that was. You have to sort of imagine it because we don't really see the replay. And so with that one, the Phillies end up going down in order once again. And let's see here. Trying to pull this over. There we go. This is man versus mouse. There we have it. And we get the replay, or the highlight of that save. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Here we are, 3-1 still Pirates. Here is Ralph Kiner, and he swings and hits one deep to left field over in Greenberg Gardens, and that's in there for a home run. So that's number 14 of the season for Kiner. The head was gone as soon as that one hit the bat, and that makes it 4-1 Pittsburgh. That's why you want Kiner on your team. He's 2 for 2 now, scored 3 runs, 2 RBIs, both himself. A little bit selfish. 0-2 the count now on Castiglione. 1-2 is he held up. There's a little one hop over to Caballero. The second baseman throws to first, 1 away. Eddie Bachman now takes a strike, changeup in there. It's off the outside corner for a ball, 1-1 the count. That's popped up, out of play. 1-2 the count now on Bachman. The sinker is low, 2-2. Bachman had that good play ending the top of the fourth. And 3-2 is that backdoor slider didn't work. Another foul ball, full count on him, and there's a ground ball over to Hamner, throws to first, 2 away, and here's Dixie Walker. There's a strike in the outside corner, 0-1, as that's called strike, and that's high and outside for ball. 1-1 the count. That's fouled away. 1-2 now. There's ball 2 in there to him, 2-2, and there's a swing and a miss, and down he goes. So Simmons getting those strikeouts, but it's been really the Ralph Kiner show here. Richie Ashburn comes up top of the fifth and quickly takes 2 balls. Pop up back of the plate, 2-1 the count now on Ashburn. That's fouled away, 2-2 now. A little topper over to the right side. That's an infield hit, actually. Pascal probably playing a little bit too deep, as we've seen. That's the second base hit that Ashburn has had hit towards Pascal. Here's Caballero, and we throw over to first again, and there's a strike now to Caballero. Another strike at the plate, 0-2 quickly on Putzi. Swings and misses that one and strikes out. Strikeout number 2 for Dixon. 1 away. Here's Kurt Simmons, the pitcher, and he swings and misses. Surprised they're not bunting here. Takes one high. 1-1 is the count. And there is the bunt, and it's fouled right side. 1-2 the count. Another foul ball. 1-2 remains, and that's high for a ball. 2-2 on Simmons. It's fouled back again. 2-2 is the count. There's a chopper over to third base. Bachman looks at second and drops the ball. Didn't really have it to begin with. And so that's going to be, they're going to call that an error. That is an error over on Bachman. And here comes Del Ennis. Now runners on at first and second. 1-1 now the count on Ennis as that one missed. That's high for a ball. 2-1. There's a screwball inside. 3-1's the count. And Dixon misses outside, and that walks the bases loaded with only 1 out here, top of the fifth. So Murray having some problems here. Swings and misses at does Nicholson the first pitch and swings to the second. 0-2 is the count. Knuckler is low, 1-2. Here's a little bouncer over to Pascal, flips to Castiglione for 1 on to Stevens, just not in time, and the run scores. So it's 4-2 now, Pirates. And here comes Willie Jones, who takes a strike in the outside corner and then swings and misses another one. 0-2 the count. Just a little bit outside. 1-2 is the count. And boy, that one hits Jones, and the base is loaded again now for Dick Sisler. So Dixon, who's been pitching pretty well today, is having some acts of self-destruction. And there finally, the first pitch swinging as they ground ball over to Castiglione, who throws to first for the out. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 4-2 now Pirates, and Pirates still in control somewhat. Westlake takes the strike and then hits a ground ball to Caballero at second, who throws to first, 1 away. Ed Stevens up there now hitting .308 with basically no plate appearances. There's a little pop-up over to Ennis in left field, hit high but not deep, 2 away. And here is Clyde McCulloch. Hits one over to right field, and that's a fly ball over there. It's actually second baseman Caballero who goes back and grabs that, and quickly the Pirates are down, and we go to the top of the sixth. Still 4-2 Pittsburgh. Here's Stan Lopata, who fouls one away. 0-2 today, takes a ball low. Another one low. 2-1 is the count on Stan. And 3-1 as that was high. Dixon having a hard time finding the plate. That one's in there for a strike. Full count now on Stan. It's fouled away. Full count remains. So grounder over to the left side. Bachman has that, throws to first for the out, 1 away. Granny Hamner now takes the ball low. And that's inside. 2-0 the count now on Hamner. And there's one hit deep to right field, and that one is deep enough over Walker's head for a home run. Makes this a 4-3 ball game. Dixon has really struggled here, and here's Ashburn fouling 1 away, 0-1 the count, and that's low for a ball, 1-1 now. Fouled away, it's 1-2 on Ashburn, and there's a swing and a miss, and that fastball got by him for strike 3. Third strikeout for Dixon, and here comes Putzi Caballero. He takes the ball low, 1-0. There's another one outside, 2-0, and there's a ground ball over to shortstop. Castiglione has it, goes to first, and we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. So 4-3 now Pirates. Monty Pascal will lead this off, and he watches a pitch low and another one outside. He's walked once today. That's high. 3-0 the count of Monty, and that is low, and Monty gets back on base just like that. Telling me Simmons was hurt on that one. He's not really hurt. Don't worry about that. Here comes Murray Dixon. The question is, do we bunt or not? And I think we do want to bunt here. And he squares around, lets that one go by for a strike, 0-1 the count, and that's bunted foul to the left. It's 0-2. We'll have him try one more time. That's fouled off again, and there's the strikeout for Dixon. So 1 away here, and that brings up Ralph Kiner. Kiner, 2 home runs so far today, hitting very, very well. Fouls 1 away at the plate, 0-1 the count, hitting .350 now. That's upstairs. He has 29 walks, 1-1 the count on Ralph. And there's a little broken bat hit over to Simmons, who goes over to a Caballero for 1, but not enough time to get Kiner at first for the double play. Simmons double clutched on that one. That brings up Castiglione. So Kiner not exactly producing much with that. Here's Castiglione, who fouls 1 away, 1 for 3 today, and then takes the ball, 1-1 the count. It's fouled back. It's 1-2 on Pete. Swung on a miss. He can't lay off of that one, and that's strikeout number 6 for Simmons. We go to the top of the 7th. And it is Simmons leading off. He'll be replaced here by Eddie Whitecuss. So Whitecuss comes up here against Murray Dixon, takes a strike. And then a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1 the count. There's a screwball just over for a strike. It's 1-2. Curveball just misses, 2-2. That's one high. Full count now on Eddie. There's a little foul ball. Full count remains. And that's hit over to Stevens, and he flips over to Dixon, covering the bag for the out, 1 away. Del Ennis now takes a ball outside, 1-0 the count. There's a ground ball over to Bachman, throws to first for the out, 2 away. Here comes Bill Nicholson, who takes the ball high. There's a bouncer again to third. Bachman has it, throws to first, and that does that. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. And who is it but Eddie Bachman up against Ken Trinkle, the relief pitcher. And Trinkle gets a strike on him quickly, 0-1 the count. Another one right down the pipe. It's 0-2 on Bachman, and there's a ball to him, 1-2. Little ground ball over to the left side. Jones has it, throws to first for the out, 1 away, and it brings up Dixie Walker. There's a ball low and down there to Walker. Another one outside, 2-0 the count on Walker. That's high, 3-0 is the count on him, and he takes all the way, and he will be taking the walk over to first, and up comes Wally Westlake. Close game, 4-3, Pirates on top. Striking there to Westlake, 0-1 the count. And there's a little pop-up foul just out of Sisler's reach. 0-2 now the count on Westlake. And that's away, 1-2. Westlake 1 for 3 today. That's high, 2-2 the count on Wally. That's fouled out of play, 2-2 the count remains. And that's fouled away again, still 2-2. And that's crushed just foul, 2-2. And that's lined to left field, but right at Ennis for the second out. So 2 away, and up is Ed Stevens, 0 for 2 today with a walk. And he hits that one over on the left side for a base hit. That'll send Walker over to third. That brings up quickly Clyde McCulloch. And, of course, they're going through the order again, which means that Kiner will get his 5th at-bat or plate appearance here in this game. 1-1 the count on McCulloch, and there's a throw to first, nothing doing. Ball 2 is low, 2-1 the count on Clyde. Little bounce over to third base. Jones has it, throws to first, high throw, but Sisler goes up and gets that, no problem. We go to the top of the 8th. Willie Jones up there takes the ball, and then another ball, 2-0 the count. It's off the plate for a ball, 3-0 the count now, and he takes a walk down to first place as the potential tying run. That brings up Dick Sisler, who can do a lot of damage. There's the ground ball over to second base. Pascal knocks it down, but has no play. I do think he may still be playing a little bit too deep for runners on a first and second now with Stan Lopata coming up. There's a foul ball by Lopata, 0-1 the count. There's a strike, it's 0-2 on him. It's lined over to left center field, and that's going to be a base hit, and the Phillies now have men on the corners. And so the Phillies have come back in this one. Just as I said, it's a sneaky team. They don't look like they're that good, and then next thing you know, you turn around, they've tied the ball game. Lopata with the base hit, and that puts runners on the corners. And boy, I tell you, I don't want to take Dixon out right here. I'd like to see him try to get through this. We're going to have the corners come in. Pitch to Granny Hamner. There's a foul ball, 0-1 the count. Only 6 hits for the Phillies. There's a pop-up out of play, 0-2 the count. There's a ball, 1-2 now the count on Hamner. There's a blast into right field, and that baby's gone, and that does it. That does it for Dixon, and that makes this a 7-4 ball game, and that is one hitter, rather too many. And who do we put in? Probably Bob Muncrief will come in. This is where we have frustration because Fitzgerald is too tired. We don't have another catcher, and this is where I can't really make a double switch. Best that we can do is probably put Les Fleming in. And that's, I think, what we're going to do. We're going to put Fleming in there, and we'll have the Muncrief come in and hit number 6. So we'll try that out. 7-4 now, Phillies with the lead. Here's Richie Ashburn. And there's a strike in there to Ashburn, 0-1 the count. There's a pop-up over shallow right field, center field rather. Westlake has that for the out, 1 away. Putzi Caballero now hits a ground ball over to Bachman a third. He goes to first for the second out, 2 away, and it's Ken Trinkle. Relief pitcher will hit for himself. 0-2 is the count on him. And there's a ball, 1-2 now on Trinkle. And swing and a miss on that one. There's strike 3. And so we do go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Monty Bascal leads this off. Will be followed by Fleming right away. And there's a ball in there to Bascal. Bottom of the 8th inning. Only a 3-run lead for the Phillies, 7-4. But the way that Philadelphia's been pitching, there's not much hope for Pittsburgh. 2-1 the count on Monty. And 3-1 as that one misses. It's foul back. It's a full count now on Bascal. And there's a swing and a miss as he swung at ball 4 and goes down swinging, 1 away. And Les Fleming, now the new first baseman, is up there and takes the ball. Fouls 1 away, 1-1 the count. And there's a pop-up out of play, 1-2 is the count on Fleming. His check swing is called no swing, and that pitch then just misses, full count. There's a fly ball over to center field. It's deep, but Ashburn's there for the out, 435 feet away, out number 2. And here's Ralph Kiner. Kiner 2 home runs today, takes the ball. Another ball, 2-0 the count. That's low. 3-0 is the count on him. He'll be taking here, and there's a strike. 3-1 the count now on Ralph. And there's ball 4. Kiner takes a walk, and here comes Castiglione. And the Pirates could turn this one around. Castiglione fouls one away. That's one is fouled weakly. 0-2 the count. That pitch is just high. 1-2 the count. Throw to first, nothing doing. 1-2 the count remains. Fouled away again. Still 1-2. That's hit over deep to left center field. Aspirin has that for the out. Got a beat on it. And we go to the top of the ninth. So this game's really turned around, hasn't it? Top of the ninth inning, 7-4 Phillies. Here's Del Ennis, who takes a strike. 0-1 is the count. And there's a ball high. 1-1. It's inside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Little pop-up over. And Fleming, first baseman, has that for the out. 1 away. Bill Nicholson now takes a strike. 0-1 the count on him. And there's a ball outside. 1-1. And that's inside for a ball. 2-1 the count on Nicholson. There's a pop-up out of play. 2-2 now the count. That's another one out of play. Still 2-2 on Bill. And there's a breaking ball, and he swings down to that one deep in the dirt for strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Moncrief, and here comes Willie Jones. 1-1 is the count on Jones quickly. 1-2 now. And that breaking ball is close. 2-2. And that's left hit to the left side foul, and there's a let-up pitch just below the knees. Full count now on Jones, and he hits that one deep to left field. Kiner has a little bit of trouble with that, but is able to pull that in for the out. We go to the bottom of the ninth just like this. See if Trinkle can finish this one out for the Phillies. There's a ball to Bachman. A little fly ball over to center field. Aspirin has that for the out. 1 away. Now Dixie Walker up there takes a strike and then fouls 1 away. 0-2 is the count on him. And foul ball off of his bat. 0-2 the count still. That one misses inside. 1-2. Fouled away. Remains 1-2 on Walker. And let's see. 2-2 as that one's wide of the plate. So 2-2 the count on Dixie now. That's hitting the left field for a base hit. And that's going to be it for Trinkle. He'll be replaced by Blix Donnelly. Donnelly has pitched 3 2/3 innings so far. 2.45 ERA, doing fairly well. He will face Westlake and a string of right-handed hitters. The one exception is if Westlake doesn't hit into double play, we'll have a pinch hitter for the pitcher. 1-1 the count now on Wally. 2-1 as that one's too far inside. It's hit deep to center field. Aspirin has that for the out. Boy, the Pirates have been hitting it deep, but to the wrong part of the ballpark. 2 away, and we'll put Marv Rackley in here to pinch hit and try to break up the righties. So Rackley, trying to take advantage of Donnelly's problems with left-hand hitters, takes the ball. There's a little bouncer over to the right side. Sisler grabs that one, flips over to the pitcher covering, and not in time. Puts runners on at first and second, but with 2 outs. And here's where we really could use another backup catcher. McCulloch is going to have to hit for himself. 1 for 4 today, 233 on the season. Fouls 1 away. Hits that one over the right center field, and that's in there for a hit. That's going to score 2, and McCulloch winds up at second base. So that one was into right center field past Nicholson, in there for a double, and that makes this really quickly a 7-6 ball game. And boy, I tell you, we thought for sure that this game was going to be over. And instead, the Pirates have a new life, and I'm just going to take a look here. So Rackley is an outfielder. I'm going to see, they do have Danny Murtaugh. Would we take out Pascal, put in Murtaugh? Maybe, maybe not. Pascal right-handed, so you don't get much of an advantage there. Take a quick look over here at Murtaugh and just see how he does. Against righties, maybe a little bit better. 213. Here we're looking at 219. One way or the other. The thing is that Murtaugh, I think, gives us better defense there at second. He does. So I guess we'll go ahead and go for this. Put Danny Murtaugh in here as a sort of desperation. There's a strike on him from Donnelly. 0-1 the count. There's a fly ball over to right field. Nicholson has that for the out. That'll do it. So it was a last-ditch effort by the Pirates. They come up just short in the bottom of the ninth and lose this one 7-6. Hope you've enjoyed this game, and I will talk with you again later. Bye-bye.